Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Legion Reacts, episode number 70. Now, uh, you know what? The best way to put it, I am your big red investigating monster today. My previous video, for the Husavik, my hometown, the Eurovision Song Contest, the story of Fire Song. Wow, that's a mouthful of titles. I absolutely love the movie. It's so good. It's so funny. It's goofy. It's fun. And quite frankly, the music is vastly on point. I am a big music lover, and I definitely love singing competitions. However, I did a lot of research for that video, and I still caught some, let's say, some flack, because there's a lot of people out there who believe that Rachel McAdams did not sing at all. That is severely false. Now, with that being said, the other side of that coin, Molly Sandgren, she's Swedish, I believe. She's a Swedish singer, if I remember correctly. Their voices, they both recorded the music, and then in the sound studio, they produced the ultimate result, which is both of their voices blended together. In my opinion, I would say it's a 40-60 to /50-50 ratio of the blending, and I'm going to prove that because, first off, when I do something like I go 110%, and secondly, I'm all about honesty, and I'm all about the truth, and the fact that people are getting real bent out of shape about this, it almost feels like there's clout chasing going on, and I don't like that. I don't like clout. So we're not going to do that. I'm not knocking anybody on this. I just want to put the truth out there. And so I've got quite the presentation in store. This might be one of my longer videos. I really hope that everybody who watches this, though, please like the video and please share it out, and if you see somebody else, because honesty is key, for both of these artists who collaborated on this song and in the performance. They both get a share of the respect and the love for that, and that needs to be stated severely. So with that being said, we're gonna get into it, and all right, here we go. There's as you can see all my tabs up there, I got a lot for you. So here we go. We're going to get right into it. It's not all going to be all of it, but it's going to be small snippets that I've taken from different clips that you're going to see the titles, so you can go look them up for yourself.
Without knowing how to do this, we thought we could I wrongly assumed, we'll just rent an arena. No, you can't really find 9,000 extras to come for 2 straight weeks.
You have to prove to Iceland.
Okay, well that clip is actually more for the end of the video. It actually proves that it's the start of the road that lends credence to the fact that the director, a filming team, and Rachel McAdams and Will Ferrell both did go to the actual Eurovision in Tel Aviv in 2019. So we're just gonna axe that one that was the first one. Here's the next one. So this is a MTV interview. I'm going to try to make this as streamlined as possible because I don't want to drag this on for you guys. I just want to get the important points out there as they're told, and we can all enjoy the movie and give the credit where it's due and move on with life. And maybe y'all stop getting sideways with me, though. You guys that I would assume who are severe fans of Molly, who is phenomenal, which I absolutely agree.
David had me take vocal lessons with an amazing vocal coach. I felt so honored to be taught by him. I never, in real life would that happen. He's like Bette Midler and Ariana Grande's main guy. And for a month or two beforehand, I went and did lessons with him a couple times a week and learned all the songs. And quite smartly, David wanted me to sing everything live while we were shooting it so that I didn't look like I was lip syncing at all. And then he took bits and pieces of my performances and sort of blended them with Molly Sandgren's performance, who's this amazing Swedish singer who has a very similar timbre to mine, which David found. So it was this kind of very interesting new collaborative thing for me to experience, and so fun to get to kind of be a pop star.
You know, it was very
Okay, well, was he?
exciting. I mean, we were lucky enough to kind of be working with the best of the best in terms of the producers and songwriters, and I think it was really fun for them to get to kind of dip their toe into the world of writing songs for Eurovision.
Okay, well, it's mostly relevant. Like I said, we're not going to do clout here. This is not to be angry at anybody. This is not to call anybody out. This is just to put the truth out there. And that's an honest interview, and it's a humble interview from Rachel, like going, because I mean that's what you should be when you're in Hollywood. You should never talk yourself up. You should always say, hey, well, you know what? I got help on the other side of the coin. So you should highlight the other side of the coin instead of, highlight yourself. Be like going, I sang, I did what I needed to do, but there were things that I needed help with, and they brought in this wonderful, and that's the way to do it. Like going, and like I said, there's more interviews like going, and we're gonna vastly skate through these.
Problem. So I have to ask last question because I know we need to wrap.
They're all loud.
Set the record straight. Are you singing in this film?
I'm doing some of the singing in the film. Some of the singing is way beyond my abilities, especially hitting that Spjork note. The
Spjork note is at the end of the song, the one where it's like, it's like really it's like really falsetto. From what I've gathered, from what I've seen, the research I did, Rachel has a fuller voice, and she is not as much of like an alto voice. If I had to gather that, it's been a long time since I've done like music stuff. But she's not as high as Molly is, but she has more body to it, if I had to gather. And there's more evidence. I mean, so I got a pretty good ear. I have had vocal lessons. I'm not going to say I'm a phenomenal, stellar singer, but I have had vocal lessons that have gotten me to the point to where I am, which I've been told is actually pretty darn good. I'm not going to say super or phenomenal or even worthy of recording an album, but I was told that I have a really good ear for pitch and sound when it comes to singing. So just, it's not about me. So here we go.
Yeah.
The ultimate unattainable note. So I definitely got some help from an amazing Swedish singer named Molly and Molly Sandgren. And so they sort of do a blending, they can do all kinds of magical things now.
Oh, I'm stopping it right there because that ad is going to play and I'm not doing. When I was like ads, YouTube ads, like going, why can't I? You know what? I need to get that ad blocker or something like that. So yet again, like going she's all wearing different outfits. I can't imagine she would like going. She's at home. I mean, I would look nice if I was going to do an interview at home, but I'm not going to get in a different outfit. Like it's not that important. So Yes, that's the last one I want to look at is right here. Oh, we're going to delete that one. Okay, so this is the last one. This is the last interview that we're going to take a look at, and then we're going to flip over to the actual parts in the movie where I think Rachel is legitimately singing, and it has that effect. We're at 9 minutes. We're not doing too shabby on time. Okay, maybe 20 minutes, we'll see. And
right now,
yeah.
Did you sing at all in this, or was this
It was kind of a collaborative effort. David wanted me to take singing lessons and sing all the songs and perform them all, really sing them. So it definitely looked like I was singing. And then he kind of blended my voice with Molly Sandgren's voice, who's a Swedish singer who's incredible and can actually hit those Spjork notes that are so elusive, which I cannot hit. So it was kind of, a joint effort. Yeah.
Now, Sigrit also has a bit of a love triangle.
Yeah, we don't care about that. Most of us have seen the movie. All right, so we're gonna hop over. Oh no, that's a different part. Okay, so these are the moments, in my opinion, that I think that that she actually, you can actually hear her singing for real before the actual track kicks in. At least on this one. So it's kind of like that surprise thing, but you can see where her voice fits into the recorded track of her and Molly's voice blended together, because that's what they did for every song that needed to be sang. I need to turn it up. Sorry, guys. I'm going to probably turn it all the way up because I'll just start it over real fast.
Okay. Hi. I saw you, and then all of my nights turned morning. You turned round, and I suddenly found my glow.
You can hear it though. You can hear the matching in their voice. Like, that's why he found Molly Sanger, because they're so close. You can hear the overlay.
Okay. Hi.
The blending of the voice.
I saw you.
There it flows
And
in.
then all of my nights turned morning. You turned round, and I suddenly found my glory.
Sometimes I pinch my.
I love that part, by the way, because she screams. Ah! Okay, so that's like number one. This one I think is all her, and it's this song in the opening because it's not as much. It's not. You'll see. This is the Busy track with J-Bone or J-Bong or something like that, like going from the K-pop band, which I don't. K-pop is not my thing, but if you love it, do what you got to do. It's just not my thing. So, this is all her. This is like her trying to like riff through it. So like going, this has to be her real voice. There's no way, because it's the other side of that coin, like I said, from the actual musical track. And we're gonna look at Molly's actual singing voice that in a video she did. It's self-recorded. It's not produced. There's no tampering with it. So you'll see. That's why I say Rachel has more body to her voice, and Molly has a higher range to hit those high notes. Like,
I saw you, and then all of my nights turned morning. You turned round, and I suddenly found my glory.
Okay, can we stop real quick?
all right, I don't think we really need. Maybe we could watch it again. It's only 24 seconds.
I saw you, and then all of my nights turned morning. You turned round, and I suddenly found my glory.
Okay, can we stop real quick?
Okay, so after doing this, I'm gonna jump to the video of Molly singing Husavik by herself, and I want you guys to compare, because both seem to be them singing independently, and this might actually be loud. So let's jump at the decibels down there. Hold on, what's going on? Why don't I have any sound? What? Why is my... Are you serious? What's going on? What's crack-a-lacking here? Everything was working all of a sudden, and then it got real weird and real funky. Sorry, I all of a sudden, like, going the capture card's not wanting to. Okay, I think that's where we need to be. Let's try this again. Hey, the goofs and the gaffs, like going. I always say it, like going. You know what? I celebrate them. Let's bring them on. There it is.
but I followed you. But now I know what makes me happy. I can tell you feel it too. Where the mountains sing through the screams of seagulls, where the whales can't live 'cause they're gentle people in my hometown. My hometown. Thought I made it clear. Do I have to say it was always there? We just didn't see it. All I need is you and me in my home. Husavik, Veskalverna, my hey, my baby. My pain.
All right. Sorry for the technical glitch, but we're back online. And yeah, okay. So I wanted to watch that one. Bloop. Now we're jumping back this direction, and we're jumping to this video because this is Rachel singing the same song. Just bouncing all over the place with this. I know. It's like Matt. Of course, she's kind of whispering it. You have to wait till she gets a little louder.
All I needed was you.
Their voices are very similar, and you can hear both of them in there. All right, that's the end of this clip. Yeah, okay. Bouncing back. Oh, I don't know why the noise. Okay, so this is where this is where it gets slightly iffy for me on this one, because this is on Molly Sandgren's actual YouTube page, and it says Husavik, my hometown, my Marianne. I guess it's like her nickname. I don't know. The real voice behind the song. That's really stretching the bucket there, guys. When you blend two voices together too, because even in the video, like, I'm just gonna show you. I still think they're both phenomenal. I think maybe she might want to talk to her the editor of her YouTube page, because dude's not making you look super stellar right now. Like, with that wording, it's not good, because like on her a lot of her hardcore fans follow that lead, like going, you know, I've seen a comment like going, and the actress in the film had us all fooled, like going, and just like nonsense like that. And it's like, let's maybe meet in the middle, because it took a collaboration on this. And this is where I want to go. No. Molly Sandgren, singer and co-voice for Sigrit. Look, you don't have to, like, seriously, it's literally, I'm just trying to share the wealth, people. I'm just trying to share the truth, like, going, some of y'all are going to like this, like, going, and I don't do controversial videos, but this is going to be so controversial with some people. They're going to be mad at me. And I don't care. I don't really care, because like going, I'm putting the evidence out for you to read it. Like going, if it's not your style, like going, I think they're both phenomenal for what they've done. But like, it literally says singer and co-voice for Sigrit. It's both of their voices produced together and then obviously synthesized and to be perfect, because music, you want a perfect product, like going, it's you're selling a product, like going. So but they both recorded in a studio to make this happen. Same with Will, like they all stood in a studio and had to like do what they got to do. All right, so we're gonna move on for that. We're gonna move on from that. Like going, we're at 20 minutes. Gosh darn it. I would like to go over a little bit the fact that that is the real audience in the video. I didn't really catch a lot of blowback on that, like going, but that's the real audience in the video, and I think it's phenomenal that they actually went to Tel Aviv. They actually went to Tel Aviv for Eurovision Song Contest 2019. And it did take place, and the venue was was actually in Tel Aviv at the Expo Tel Aviv right here. So if you look at that, Will said in the video earlier, the first video we watched, like going that you can't just hire 9,000 extras. Well, guess what? Like going, if you scroll down here, exhibit hall floor, Pavilion 1, theater seating. There you go. Pavilion 1, 6,090 with 360 stage. Pavilion 2, 9,628. It's a very interesting choice of words that he said you can't hire 9,000 extras. It's just some of the research I did. That's all I'm going for on this. Like going, because some people are like going, hey, no, that's not what we want yet. Okay, Will Ferrell and Rachel McAdams filming Eurovision movie in Tel Aviv. Okay. Stars spotted on the sidelines of the Expo Tel Aviv this week. The 2019 Eurovision in Tel Aviv is undeniably star-studded, but on the sidelines of the show are two or more world-famous celebrities, Rachel McAdams and Will Ferrell. The duo are in town to shoot an upcoming Netflix film about, you guessed it, the Eurovision. Farrell is the brains behind the movie, titled Eurovision, and it is being directed by David Dobkin of Wedding Crashers. Now, if you actually look in this photo that's rolling up next, that is actually Rachel right there, and you recognize the audience. You recognize the audience from the film. That is Rachel right there, standing on the floor. And obviously they're talking about they're planning for the shoots for the final performance, because the final performance is the only one that was actually done with the whole entire audience. And last article. Oh, this one is from Krunika? I don't know. But apparently this takes place, he is from Tel Aviv. So Hollywood glamour at Eurovision, several world-famous actors are present. At the same time as Eurovision Song Contest, Netflix's new film is underway, which is about the world's most watched song contest. The first semifinal will also be attended by Estonians known as movie stars Will Ferrell and Rachel McAdams. Just before the show started, some shots were taken, which is why McAdams, who seemed very cheerful despite the busy shooting period, was also caught on camera by Delphi's photographer. Here's another photo. This is David Dobkin. I did watch an interview with him, like going, so yet again, this is in the audience to where you can see they're discussing the parameters of the shoot. And with that being said, boom, not just done yet. We got one last video. And to kind of send my point home, and then we're gonna call it good. It sounds closer to 30 minutes. Well, there's a lot of information to go over. Excuse me. This is the final performance where you can see the mixture of both of their voices and the already pre-recorded, produced, and done up for movie magic that was played for the actual Eurovision 2019 crowd in Tel Aviv, with the lighting cues and everything. And you can see from the wide shots that they took Rachel's actually on stage giving this performance. I'm not taking away anything from anybody in this video. However, my final point is it took two of them to collaborate on the song. Only one of them stood on the actual stage and did it and enacted what and sang with the song and enacted what the final performance was going to be. I'm not, like I said, I'm not taking this from anybody, but like going, let's not do the clout chasing thing that some people are doing. Let's not. It took technically, if you wanted to break this down into 4 parts and you really wanted to be a butthead about it, Rachel sang and she did the performance, so she gets 2 pieces of the pie. Will sang and played the piano, and then Molly Sandgren helped sing on the track. That only leaves 4 pieces of the pie, which means that Rachel technically takes half the pie if you really want to be petty about this. But let's not. That's what I'm saying. I love this movie. Let's all love this movie and what they did and move on with life. And I'm off my soapbox. We're going to watch this, and it's done, and the video will be over. And I appreciate you guys who probably a small handful of you who stuck this far.
Suddenly found my glory.
Stop the music, please. Stop.
That's the real audience.
Here we go. Another adventure with the Icelanders.
My name is Lars Eriksson from Iceland, and I'm sorry to be messing up the show. I shouldn't. I love this show. The Eurovision Song Contest means everything to me. It is my life. Ever since I was a small child, I always dreamed of winning the contest. But as most of you know, Eurovision is much more than a competition. And music is not a contest. And the perfect song isn't the winning song, but a song that comes from the heart.
I really do highly enjoy this movie. Like, way too much.
We'll be disqualified.
Just sing.
I mean, she has the headphones in and everything for singing, guys. Like going, she sang during this song.
All by myself.
Because her voice is in there. Both of their voices are in there.
World before me, but it's all for someone
And that's the real audience.
I've tried and tried again to let you know just where my heart is, to tell the truth and not pretend. All I needed was to get away, just to realize that I was meant to stay. Where the mountains sing through the screams of seagulls, where the whales can't live 'cause the gentle people in my hometown, my hometown. Thought I made it clear, do I have to say it? It was always there, we just didn't see it. All I need is you and me in my home. Rammet fier, bet fier.
Sissi in Icelandic.
Hus og vik, kveldskjelverne i heim. My baby me. You want the world. All the neon lights and billboards, to be seen and to be heard. And I followed you, but now I know what makes me happy, and I can tell you feel it too. Where the mountains sing through the screams
Standing ovation. That's the real audience with a standing ovation. Like we're gonna leave it right here, guys. We're gonna leave it right here. So got dual logos going. It happens to the best of us. You know, get glitches in the middle of a long video. Hey, I ain't mad about it. Like, when stuff happens, like going. So the point of the fact is this. How about don't jump on somebody, like going, if you don't know the full story, like going, you know what, the truth is out there if you really want to look for it. If somebody's trying to present the honest facts to you, maybe take a listen instead of trying to, you know, do a double flying elbow off the top rope. It's just not cool. Like I said, like going, it took two people to record that gorgeous and wonderful song. And then one of those people stood on the real stage in front of the real live audience and I mean, made this wonderful finale for the movie. And part of me wants a second movie because it was so good, and a part of me doesn't want a second movie because it was so good. And it's so crazy. So I hope that you found this video informative, and I hope that you know, you could share this out so maybe people know the real honest truth, that it took two wonderful artists to produce this. And those of you who, for whatever reason, are unhappy about the fact that Molly shared the platform with Rachel, I don't know why, and I'm not going to sit here and speculate why. There's the evidence you want, like going, so you wanted it, you got it. Like going, I really enjoyed this performance so much that I really had to know more. I just had to. And I did. I took the time and looked. So I present it to all of you. Give it a like, give it a comment, like, go and share it out, subscribe to the channel. I rarely do stuff like this, but like I said, this was more about honesty of a phenomenal movie and a phenomenal performance than actually, I just, you know, because the comments, like on that I received on the previous video, and other comments I had received on other media platforms, like going, I wanted to set the record straight so everybody knows there's nothing wrong with that. So I appreciate both of these wonderful ladies and everything they did for this movie, and I will continue to enjoy and just love the heck out of it. I hope you do too. I'll talk to you guys again real soon. Appreciate you guys as always, and we'll see you again next time. All right, see ya.